Good morning and happy Wednesday, Spartans. Today is November 18th, 2020. I'm Miss Christmas Harris, and here are your morning announcements. Let's do a brief review. What is asynchronous learning? It is the time when you are not on a Google Meet and you are accessing the work in your Google Classrooms and you're getting it all done. So, how much time a day should you be doing this? Well, on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, about 3 hours or more. It wouldn't be the end of the world if it were 4, in addition to your Google Meets. And then on Wednesdays, when you don't have any teacher Google Meets for your classes, somewhere in the neighborhood of 5.5 to 6.5 hours seems about the right amount of time you should be spending on your work. That's asynchronous learning, in case you forgot. Speaking of asynchronous Wednesday, don't forget that all of your teachers have office hours today. Make sure you go if you need help. Also, don't forget that today we have a class meeting. We start at 11:15 with the 6th graders, 12:15 with the 7th graders, and 1:15 with the 8th graders. So make sure you show up. We've got some great stuff for you today. Here are your reminders. You know what they are. Every single day, Wednesday, every single day of the week, you need to make sure that you are following a routine and you're doing the daily check-in. You're watching the announcements. You're going to teacher office hours today. You're attending your class meeting and you get all of your work complete before the end of the day. Get it turned in to your teachers. You don't want to have things hanging over you, so get it done. Really briefly, I mentioned this yesterday. What happens if there's a power outage? Well, if you lose power, just let your teacher know that you lost power in an email as soon as you are back up and running. If you want to call the school, you can do that too. Now, what do you do if you're on a meet and the teacher disappears? Well, hang out for 3 to 5 minutes. Most likely somebody from the office is going to pop in and check on you and hold the place till the teacher comes back on. If nobody pops on after 5 minutes, you're good to go. You can log off the meet and do your asynchronous learning. Don't forget our calendar. Tonight and tomorrow night are conferences from 2:45 to 6:15. If your parents have a conference, you should go too because we are talking about you. And there is no school this Friday. That's really important. Nothing to do on Friday. You have the day off. Our fabulous PTO right now is selling Spirit gear, and order forms have been emailed to your parents in a couple of different ways. If you don't have one and you'd like one, call the office and we'll get you set up. Don't forget that Mr. Wall and the yearbook staff need your pictures. We're doing a roundup this week. Summer fun, first day of school, you and your pets, Halloween, and mask fashion. Send them on into Mr. Wall via the Snap app or through the email. And I tell you what, every time you send in a picture, you're going to get entered in a drawing to win a yearbook. Also, 8th graders, make sure your parents know that parent ad deadline is coming up December 4th. This is a great time to make sure that your accomplishments are celebrated even from afar. Let your parents know. Happy birthday today. Man sakes alive, look at all these birthdays. We got happy birthday to Megan B., Mason M., Gio M., Aiden S., Mrs. Prio, and from the health room, Miss Dawn. Happy birthday, everybody. Don't forget, if you need help, we are here for you. Give us an email, give us a call, let us know what we need to know to help you and make your world a little bit better. Time for some superstar Spartan shoutouts. This one from Mrs. Peterson to Chloe Bliven. You've got the hang of answering those sometimes befuddling social studies questions. Thanks for sharing your answers with the rest of us. You were super helpful. Also from Mrs. Peterson to Autumn Latore. Autumn, along with your talent for singing, you possess a positive attitude. You always make helpful contributions in your classes. Autumn, I like your style. Keep up the good work. From Mrs. Tenhupen to Fabian Robledo. Fabian, you have been turning everything in and earning full credit. You have figured out virtual school and you are on track to have a great second quarter. Go, Fabian. To Alina Lazaron from Mrs. Tenhupen. Shout out to Alina, who is not only turns everything in, but also has the highest grade in her class. Keep up the great work. Shout out to Samantha Long from Mrs. Tenhupen. This fabulous Spartan works hard to get everything done on time, every time. She is self-motivated and ready to have a great second quarter. Superstar Spartan shout out to Brooklyn Whitehall from Mr. Bliss. Brooklyn has a 98% in math class and being a part of our 3rd period Blue Light Glasses crew. Thanks for all your hard work, Brooklyn. Keep it up. Also from Mr. Bliss to Driana, double T last name, having 107% in math class. Wow. And for your kindness, hard work, and attention to detail. Awesome work, Driana. Keep it up. Superstar Spartan shout out to Lennon Bradley, has 104% in math class. Wow. And earn a 100% on our Topic 1 test. Awesome work, Lennon. Keep up the great work for Mr. Bliss. To Lucas Andreas, has a 101% in math class and having all his assignments turned in, completed, and on time for first quarter. Awesome work, Lucas. Keep it up. And I think this is the last one from Mr. Bliss. To Langley Campbell. Langley, having over 100% in math class and having all of her assignments turned in, completed, on time for first quarter. Awesome work, Langley. Keep up that great work. Today, I want to give a shout out of gratitude to our special ed team. I mentioned last week Mrs. Scarborough, our school psych, who helps lead the special ed team, and I want to give a special shout out today to Miss Riker and Mrs. Tenhoopen. They are our 2 teachers in special ed, and they are doing an amazing job keeping all of their students on track and finding success. Thanks, ladies, for being amazing. And finally, Spartans, here are some words of wisdom for this Wednesday. Gratitude doesn't change what we have in front of us. It changes the way we see what we have, and that's an important thing. This year maybe isn't about wanting more, it's about appreciating what we have. So take some time today and appreciate what you have around you and let it be enough and feel like more. With something to think about, this is Miss Christmas Harris reminding you the choices you make today shape your world tomorrow. That's it for your morning announcements. And hey, Spartans, I'm going to see you in the class meetings. Can't wait to see you. Have a good Wednesday asynchronous morning, and I'll see you in the meet.